Hi, AnitaNarayan here. Welcome back to the last of 4 videos on why personal development does not work. And in this short video, I want to explore the spiritual reasons why personal development fails for so many people. And there are 2 broad areas I wish to cover here. The first one relates to lack of trust in self, and the second part relates to lack of trust in the process of self-growth. So what do I mean by all of this? Well, lack of trust in yourself is essentially a self-esteem issue. I lose count of the number of times somebody said to me, Anita, personal growth works for others, but it doesn't work for me. As if there was some mechanical fault in the way they were made that sets them apart from other people. This stance is usually a signal of ignorance and low self-esteem. Ignorance because many are asleep to their true potential, and low self-esteem because even if they have a theoretical inkling as to their potential, it tends to get snuffed out by lack of self-worth, which is essentially what lack of self-esteem is all about. Low self-esteem therefore is a very common self-sabotage mechanism, and given that 95% minimally of the population will suffer from self-esteem issues at some point in their lives, none of us are immune to this happening. And another thread that runs alongside this is the thread of and the concept of confidence. Because confidence is also directly connected to self-esteem in that it is a measure of the degree of self-esteem we have at any one point in our lives. So in order to develop trust in ourselves, we must awaken to our potential and experience ourselves more fully. Just as trust develops with best friends as they spend time together and get to know each other, so we must journey in similar vein with ourselves. We must become our own best friends, so to speak. And I talk more about this in one of the chapters in my forthcoming book, The World is Your Oyster. That relationship with self is so fundamental, and it's out of that place of being that so much and everything falls out of that in our lives. So it's a very important area to address. Now, the other area of spiritual challenge relates to trusting in the process, and I'm referring to personal growth and the knock-on effect this has for achieving things like life purpose and fulfilling your dreams. Now just think about it. When you plant seeds in your garden, you don't constantly look at them over the next few days to see if they've flowered or blossomed, because you know they need time, the right sort of nurturance in terms of nutrients and water, and the seasons to grow and produce flowers. And it's the same with personal growth. It needs time. It needs the right sort of tools and processes in terms of nurturance and the seasons that life brings to forge growth and enable consistent manifestation to take place in the direction of life purpose and dreams. And when I talk about the seasons, we think about winter on one end of the scale and summer on the other. Winter may relate to the adversity and challenges we have in our life where things feel very dark, and yet that's a most important season when it comes to personal growth. And summer is the time when, where everything we put our hand to seems to turn to gold, and that relates more to the fruits and the manifestation side of things. But each of those seasons has its part to play and is very important. One without the other does not produce consistent life and consistent growth. So trusting in the process of growth requires us to understand the nature of personal growth and let go of the need for things to happen in a quick fix manner. We need to trust that the timing of our growth and achievements will happen as we keep faithful and patient in tending to our personal growth. Only then will we achieve new horizons and create a domino effect for further ongoing growth and achievement. So folks, in summary, we need to tend to the relationship we have with ourselves. We need to develop a healthy and loving relationship, because out of that relationship and out of that place of being, all things will develop and build from that, will build out of that. And in building a relationship that is healthy with ourselves, we will also build a healthy trust in the process of growth and form and forge a patience with our growth that will produce fruit in abundance. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until the next time we speak, you make the most of your life and have a wonderful day.